medical center where she had gone to undergo a surgical procedure. In fact, she drove herself to the medical facility, an indicator that she was not in a worrying state. I equally spoke to her that same morning at about 9 a.m. as we had been planning a meeting for members of the opposition in Parliament in regard to the impending sovereignty bill, which meeting was due the next morning on Monday the 20th. Tragically, she did not make it out of theatre. Right Honourable Speaker and honourable colleagues, this is not just a moment of grief. It's a moment of profound concern, and we hope that all answers will be provided. This is not about apportioning blame prematurely. It's about restoring public confidence. As we pursue these answers, honourable colleagues, we must also confront the broader realities of our health sector. For many Ugandans, access to safe and quality healthcare remains uncertain. Incidents such as these deepen public anxiety and highlight systemic weaknesses in patient safety, regulation, and service delivery. If this can happen in a controlled medical environment, then we ought to ask ourselves what safeguards exist for the ordinary Ugandan in less resourced settings. Honourable Nakimuli has been awaiting to take oath in just a couple of weeks to serve her second term in Parliament, having earned the trust and confidence of the people of Kalangala district one more time. That renewed mandate was a testament to her dedication, her connection to her constituents, and the faith they had in her leadership. Kalangala district, which she represented, is one of the most unique constituencies in our country. An archipelago of over 80 islands spread across Lake Victoria, commonly known as the Sese Islands. Representing such a constituency requires exceptional commitment. It demands navigating geographical isolation, limited infrastructure, and the distinct socio-economic challenges faced by island communities. And yet, Honourable Nakimuli embraced this responsibility with quiet strength and consistency. She ensured that the voices of her people, often physically distant and politically marginalized, were heard within this house. In the shadow cabinet, she has been serving as the Shadow Minister for Information and Anti-Corruption, a role she diligently executed for close to 2.5 years. In this capacity, she stood firmly on the side of transparency, accountability, and responsible governance. She approached oversight with seriousness and clarity, contributing meaningfully to discussions of public accountability and the management of national resources. On the floor of Parliament, she challenged the deployment of UPDF soldiers on Uganda's lakes by the Fisheries Protection Unit, arguing that the army was complicit in illegal fishing and that criminalizing vulnerable fishermen was unjust. She criticized the unit for confiscating equipment, confusing fishing communities with contradictory directives and politically motivated messages, and insisted that these communities needed real investment in boats, in nets, storage facilities, and training, together with practical support, not just harassment. Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues, her contribution to this institution extended beyond legislative work. Honourable Nakimuli served as our lady captain of the parliamentary volleyball team, and under her leadership, our team recently secured another gold for Uganda, the East African Community Interparliamentary Games. This was not just a sporting achievement. It was a reflection of leadership, discipline, and the spirit of teamwork that she embodied. No wonder we are all here in numbers. Those who had the privilege of working closely with the Honourable Nakimuli will remember her as calm, composed, and purposeful. Her work spoke for itself. She engaged thoughtfully, listened attentively, and contributed with intention. Even in her final days, the Honorable Nakimuli never stopped holding the government to account. Her final submission on the floor of this house was on the 15th day of April 2026, last week, just 4 days before she died. She was questioning government's preparedness regarding our sports facilities ahead of a CAF inspection, now that Uganda is set to host AFCON alongside other East African countries. She was still pressing for details, still demanding accountability. Even at the end, Honorable Nakimuli was working. Even at the end, she was holding the government accountable, which was her cardinal duty as a member of parliament. It is particularly painful that her young life has been cut short at a time when she was just about to begin a renewed chapter of service under her second term. She had more to offer, more to build, and more to contribute to this nation. Her passing is a loss to her family, to the people of Kalangala, to the National Unity Platform, to this parliament, and indeed to Uganda as a whole. So as we mourn her, we must also honor her not only with words, but with action. Honoring her means strengthening our systems so that no Ugandan loses their life the way she lost hers. It means recommitting ourselves to the values of accountability, of service, and integrity, values that she held dear. We owe it to her. We owe it to her family, and we owe it to the people of Uganda. And so on behalf of the Office of the Leader of the Opposition, I extend deepest condolences to her family, to her constituents in Kalangala district, to her party, NUP, to all colleagues in this House, and the country at large. We stand with you in grief, and we stand with you in the pursuit of justice and truth. May the Almighty God grant us strength during this difficult time, and may the soul of Honorable Helen Nakimuli rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can we be a little brief so that a number of members speak? Independence. Independent. Let's first get from the independent.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable colleagues, esteemed gentlemen and ladies from all sides of the House.
I want to show you how Honorable Nakimuli was a unifier. The secretariat, the whole secretariat of NRM is also here. There is Dr. Nekesa, Honorable. The whole secretariat is here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. And this is the spirit we want in Uganda.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Dear colleagues, today we gather with heavy hearts to honor and celebrate an extraordinary life of a young lady, a beacon of hope and a strength to many. Born in 1985, just recently, you can witness her here in a casket. Who knew neither her nor her parents nor her family, and it could not even have fallen into the ears of those that elected her to represent them. Helen has left far too soon for many that had hope in her. Transitioning from this world just days ago, following a surgery, as we stand together in this solemn moment, let us reflect on the legacy that she leaves behind, the impact that she has made on each one of us. And what does this remind us, honorable members? That just like she was always entering with a smile, wearing a smile, like an unfolding flower, just like her name, Nakimuli, blossoming to fill the world with the sweet aroma. We should always remember such moments when someone walks into your path and at least shakes your hand. I request that we do it as just a gesture. Turn to your neighbor and say, I really, really would like to say I love you today. Not the real love of love, but I love you in the name of God. As you rest, as the members of the NRM, you do? Indeed. As the members of the NRM turn to the members of other political parties like the NUP and wave and say we are really one together in the name of the Almighty God. And Helen, that is what you stand for, unifying all aisles in this house. It's not usual that we act like this in this house, but it's something that God calls upon all of us to do. As our prayer tells us, we are here for the service of humanity and not for our benefit. Helen was not only a member of parliament, but she was also a great champion, an owner of public servant, an honorable public servant whose dedication and passion knew no bounds. In the 5 years, more or less, that I've spent with her, or that we spent with her in this august house, she exemplified a spirit that was built on patience, love, and dignity. She walked to everyone, even when she differed on certain matters, and always expressed her feeling towards you, all in the name of the people she wanted to represent and make better. In her multi-faced character, the one where she would smile, I remember her when there was a humiliation of a woman, when all the women in parliament stormed out to go and say, no, this is beyond this. I will stand for the girl child and the woman. That was the zeal and character in her, where she would express her disappointment, but also remain respectful. So, as you lay there, Helen, I bear witness that indeed you're one of those that have always been in the house, performing your duties with dignity and respect. Dear colleagues, just like Helen, we must remember that in this world we are all travelers, and that at such a time our departure note will be called upon. None of us knows the time, and this is what God has hidden from us. But imagine if God had made aware of us the real time to come. I don't think we would live comfortably. Just imagine if you knew that you're going tomorrow. I'm not talking of Honorable Mona. Please don't worry. Just because I'm looking at you. I would just imagine if you knew your date of departure. You definitely sit down and not be comfortable with everyone. But as I wind up, I send my special condolences to the family. I heard the speech of a father who was belled with pain, but yet strong enough to call upon the deliverance of God. The daughter, who is my old girl at Chibuli Senior Secondary School. I was the head prefect of Luangula House. Your mom 2 years ago came to attend the send-off of my late father. But I have no doubt that we'll do everything to pay her back for this golden heart that she had. As we reflect on the legacy of our late sister, the Honorable Helen, as you lay down there, let's say something about you. You are good, you are courageous, you are someone that stood for the all-round representative that Kalangala must be proud of. You did effective representation for your constituency. You are here as their advocate, and definitely you served your party proudly and your country with honor.
Thank you.
May your soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you. Honorable members, in the VIP gallery we have Honorable Ambassador Barbara Nekesa Oundo, please, thank you for coming. We have Dr. Rosemary Nansu Bugaseninde. Thank you for coming. We have the Honorable Emmanuel Dombo. Thank you for coming. We have Honorable Zaituna Duraru. Thank you for coming. We have Honorable Juliana Auma. Thank you. And we have Honorable James Trujillo. Thank you for joining us. And you're always most welcome. And we have the captain, the chairman of the sports. Let's first have the vice president.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving